Welcome back to Future Perfect. Vibal Publishing has been in business for 6 decades now. It has now entered the digital age, expanding into new media with the launch of interactive books. Now, 2 titles from its Chikiting book series, Yummy Fly Pie and Ang Mahiwagang Kamiseta, have gone digital and are available for download for Android devices. Vibal plans on bringing other Philippine folktales on what is now being touted as Asia's first bilingual interactive storybook app. Now, last month, Vibal Foundation also launched the country's first interactive ebook, Ibong Adarna, which for now is available only on the iPad, but is expected to come to other devices as well. And joining us to tell us more about their interactive ebooks as well as future plans for digital publishing is Julius Corotan. He's the corporate communications head of Vibal Publishing. Julius, thanks very much for coming to the show.
Thank you so much. Nice
All right. Unfortunately, I tried downloading Adarna on my iPad. I guess maybe I just didn't enter my credit card number, right? But I couldn't make it work, so we'll just have to rely on your own iPad, Julius.
Okay.
Well, in the first place, well, as we said, 6 decades in the publishing industry, and you've decided to make the jump. Well, as Ernie Lopez said, you've got to jump in early, and you've decided to make the jump now.
Yes.
And this is the best time, you think, to go into e-publishing.
It definitely is. Yeah. Well, basically what spurred us into getting into digital publishing was the growing need for digital information to be accessible to people, especially the younger audience. We do live in an age where people of all age brackets, but most especially the young, are consuming information at an unprecedented pace. And but the thing is, they're not necessarily trooping to the bookshops or libraries because they're getting their information from sources such as Google and Wikipedia,
YouTube.
Facebook. Yeah, and that's the reason why.
Now, e-books, interactive books. Why the decision to go with children's books first?
Well, mostly it's because the presentation of storybooks was a lot easier to play around with. They have a lot of graphics and very little text to go with it. So we just wanted to, and we do believe that Filipino children are, well, the more attuned to technology.
So they're not intimidated by it the way most adults are.
You should see my kid.
Aha, okay. And how old is your kid?
I got 5 and 6.
5 and 6, and they're both using iPads now?
Yeah, they do.
To read books?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see a little bit. I wasn't able to download the Adarna app, but you have it in your own iPad. Okay.
Okay. So, here.
There you go. So that's the opening screen.
Yeah. This is Ibong Adarna, and it debuted on the App Store on January 30th.
All right. Wow, it's got music too, huh?
Yeah. It's got animation, everything, all the works. So
you can read it, or it can read for you. Is that right?
Yes.
There's a text-to-speech function as well. Can we try that out?
The text-to-speech. Okay.
All right. There you go.
Hold on. Here you go.
So it's also in Filipino, the instructions.
It's in Filipino only.
Okay. Basahin at pakinggan.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try it out.
Noong araw, sa bayan ng Birbania, namuno ang butihing Haring Fernando. May 3 siyang anak na lalaki. Ang panganay, si Don Pedro, ang pangalawa, si Don Diego, at ang bunso, si Don Juan. Sa magkakapatid, si Don Juan ang pinakamalapit sa puso ng amang hari.
All right.
Okay.
So what do? You go to the next page?
Right.
So you just scroll.
Just
okay.
flip it.
Let's flip it.
Like a book.
You get the next page.
And there's the next page.
Isang araw, nagkasakit ng malubha ang hari. Agad ipinatawag ang lahat ng pinakamagaling at pinakamarunong na manggagamot. Ngunit hindi natuklasan kung ano ang sakit niya. Iisa lang ang naging payo nila. Gumagaling si Haring Fernando kapag napakinggan niya ang awit ng Ibong Adarna. Ang Ibong Adarna ay may kapangyarihang mapagaling sino mang may karamdaman sa pamamagitan ng kanyang awit.
All right. Wow. Okay. That's a great excerpt from the book Adarna. Who was voicing that? Would you know?
One of our staff.
A woman on your staff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Would you like to have her
I can
work for you?
I can imagine Charo Santos Concho voicing hundreds of these stories. Right. Where's Arnie Lopez? We should give that idea. All right. You know, and how long did it take to design the Adarna app itself?
Well, Ibong Adarna was developed by a Vibal Foundation, and according to them, it took them about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
From conception
From nothing,
to actual
yeah.
final release.
Yeah.
And you submitted it, of course, to the Apple iTunes Store.
And it actually took a longer time for it to get approved on Apple Store.
Yeah, that's what all developers say. So 2 weeks from conception. Who came up with the idea?
Of course, Mr. Gus Vibal.
All right.
He's at the helm of Vibal Foundation.
His idea was to make children's books more interactive and to go digital.
Yeah.
And what was the reaction of the other people on the foundation? Did they just say automatically, "Ooh, that's a good idea"?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
No, he's the boss. Otherwise, I'll show you my iPad. So, but what everybody else, of course, may have had their apprehension of being boss. You know, we're going to go into something that's relatively untested, and you know, it's not easy to put money into an investment like this. I mean, you saw what Ernie Lopez said. I mean, Metro Magazine had to offer about 6 free issues before maybe finally charging $1.99.
Well, actually, that's a good thing about our management, especially the Vibal family. They're very supportive of these things. They do understand that this is where we're going. This is the direction that the publishing is taking. So they're very supportive, actually.
They didn't worry about the cost. They didn't worry about the initial investment.
Well, currently they're not.
They're not.
They do understand that we're giving everything out for free right now, and it's just basically introducing the technology to the market and getting the market ready for this kind of technology.
How much is the app itself? It's free?
It's free.
It's free on the iPad?
Yeah.
But it's not only on the iPad? Is it also available on the Android tablet?
We do have 2 interactive storybooks on the Android for on Android-based devices.
Yeah.
It's Yummy Fly Pie
and Ang Mahiwagang Kamiseta. So those are available on Android?
Yes.
All right. Do you have that too with you?
Yes.
Now, as you can see, Julius has both tablets, the iPad and the Galaxy Tab.
Here we have
Soon
the
you will
Galaxy
have the
Tab.
Motorola Zoom.
I hope so.
Okay. So
This is Mahiwagang Kamiseta. And this is bilingual. Or the paid app will be bilingual.
Why didn't you do an Adarna app that was bilingual as well?
Well, the foundation, really, the mission of the foundation is the preservation and the promotion of Filipino culture. So they wanted to keep the Filipino language.
There you go. But then again, why offer one in a bilingual format?
Well, this is different. This is from Vibal Publishing, which is
Not the foundation.
Yes, this is the business side, and we want to come up with bilingual storybooks because not only do we want to promote reading, but we also want to promote learning the English language as well as Filipino language.
English is a second language and speaking national language.
Yeah.
So, can we try it out? I mean, all right, try it on Filipino, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to...
So you have a choice again, basahin, or there's a second choice, panoorin at pakinggan. So, panoorin means what? There's like moving animation?
Yeah.
All right, let's see that. Anong Tagalog ng naglo-load?
Naglo-load.
Nobody has a perfect translation for naglo-load. All right. The music tends to overpower the voiceover narration, though, a little bit. Is that because you can? Is there a menu or control for the volume that you can mix the voice?
Somewhere around here.
Okay.
Hold on.
Volume.
Yeah.
So the music goes down.
So let the music go down.
There you go.
silang lahat ay pipili kay Wancho, maging ang mga bulaklak.
Actually, we're very excited about ang Mahiwagang Kamiseta because we have reason to believe that it's the very first bilingual interactive storybook in Asia.
In Asia?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We can't verify your claim independently right now, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. So, on the Android, is that also free? Mahiwagang Kamiseta and Yummy Fly Pie?
Yes, all our apps are for free right now.
For
so
free
we
right
want
now.
to invite everyone out there who have Android or iPad devices. Please take advantage of
To
this
download
chance,
it.
Yeah.
Except for me, I couldn't download the Darna. I don't know why. I'll check my iPad out later. Anyway, and the development for the Android platform, as you mentioned, 2 weeks just for the iPad, for iOS, for the Android platform. How long did it take?
It took a little bit longer, probably around a month, because we had to get the text translated from Filipino to English.
Okay.
So
It took you a month to translate naglo-load. Yeah. Among other things, of
yeah.
course, yes. Now, when you think about the acceptability of having interactive books, for children, what have the schools been saying, or what have the libraries been saying? Is this something that they would like to see adopted by schools?
Actually, I don't know if I can say this, but I'll say it just the same. There are schools within Metro Manila that are now laying the groundwork for the implementation of e-book usage.
Really?
For next year.
Private schools?
Yeah,
Private
private schools.
For next year?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something that you've been talking to them about? Something that these schools are working with the Vibal Foundation or Vibal Publishing for?
We've actually been sitting around in meetings with them, and we've been hearing a lot about it. It's all over the net, actually.
So there are schools that will now
Implement.
use
Yeah.
tablets as e-readers,
Yeah.
and they'll
It's
be...
probably going to be on a pilot basis, but some schools will be doing this.
Ah, okay. You'll be supplying the e-books to them,
Well, we hope.
but for a fee, obviously. I mean, it's still a business decision. It's not a
Well, if it's on a
philanthropical
pilot basis,
decision.
we might not.
You might not charge anything yet.
Charge for a fee.
Okay. So you start out with Yummy Fly Pie, Mahiwagang Kamiseta, and Ibong Adara.
And then
as
on to
initial story.
textbooks, probably.
So this project, as you said, you want to preserve and promote the Filipino culture. So what other stories is in the pipeline to be redesigned for tablets?
Well, most of the stories are that are in the pipeline are original stories.
Original.
So, yeah. But the promotion of Filipino culture
Yeah.
is really with the foundation side.
Okay.
Yeah.
But-
But publishing has a different publication plan.
Okay, so what's the publication plan now for
Well, we do have what we call the Myths series.
MITS, mga alamat?
Yeah, mga alamat.
Parang yung floor
And then-
director namin, alamat yan eh.
Yeah, and anime
So
series.
ito yung mga si Malakas at si Maganda.
Yeah.
Ano pa ba yung
Or
mga...
something like it.
Something like
Yeah.
it. Something like it. So meron ng series yun. And that's going to come out in basically the same format as yung
Yummy Fly
Pie and Mahiwagang Kamiseta.
Kamiseta.
Bilingual. Bilingual format. All right, it can also, of course, be used on smartphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have your smartphone.
I don't have my smartphone.
You don't have your smartphone.
Oh.
We could have somebody throw a smartphone at us right now. All right, here you go. You can show us also how it works on the HTC. What is this? HTC
Desire. I think.
Desire. Okay. There you go. Put the volume up a little bit. There we go.
So this is the same storybook.
Mahiwagang Kamiseta.
Okay.
Kwento ni Eugene Carrasco. Kuling ni Yanni Matuenya.
Just choose this.
Yeah. Now, obviously, schools wouldn't want the kids to be bringing around cell phones with them, so they'd rather have e-readers or tablets so that they can just limit the functions that they can use. No texting in school or no phone
Well, now
calls.
they do have a valid excuse for bringing around something.
I still don't think so. So it works both on smartphones, Android
And on
smartphones,
tablets.
and on tablets. All right, interesting. We do hope, Julius, that you'll be able to come back on Future Perfect on another episode and tell us how your talks with these private schools are coming along.
Okay.
Even though you say it's just going to be next year, but we're very excited also, of course, about how you're, blazing a trail for the region as well, right? You did say it's the first
Yeah.
interactive books in the region. All right, well and good. Julius Corotan from Vibal Publishing, thanks very much for coming to the show.
Thank you
Hope
very
to
much.
see you again.
Thank you.
All right, and that will do it for us. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tony Velasquez. You can join me again next week when we again examine the present and look ahead to the future perfect of Philippine tech.